Have we found... We have found the Arms Master? Who are they? Where are they? Which house? Do I have to check? Oh, obviously this one.
Thank you for breaking me out of that prison. It felt like eternity. Maybe it was an eternity. Are you ready to practice?
Deck management. Get new cards, remove cards from deck, etc. Wow. Upgrade your own abilities. Permanently upgrade your skills and abilities. Well, let's talk with you first.
There's nothing to talk about, really. Prisons are built to lock bad people up, so I must have been one of them. Back then.
That's not an answer.
Why are you so interested in my past? Well, you gave me back my freedom. I suppose that I owe you a story in addition to my services. I was a commander of Lord Warwick's private army. Served under his damned 8 stars on a burgundy background flag. When I tried to retire, he forced me to stay on as a tutor. So I trained his soldiers. And believe me, I trained them well. Then one time, I disobeyed an order. Refused to train one of the younglings. I just couldn't.
You can see that he doesn't want to continue.
The ending of this story? Well, you already know it. You set me free from the prison I ended up in. And now my skills are at your command. Just do not repeat my lord's mistakes.
That voice sounds very familiar. But I can't put my finger on it. So what are these mistakes that I should not repeat?
Don't be stubborn. Observe what's going on around you. Then you should be fine. I shall speak no more. I have my honor to protect. Well, that's all I have left of my former life.
See the permanent upgrades. Draw more cards in the first turn. Permanently increase the number of cards drawn in the first turn of combat. Permanently increase the number of cards you draw each turn by 1. Wow. But that requires a lot of card shreds. Deck management. Get a new card for 100. Or remove a card for 100. Duplicate a card. Unlock. Mark as first hand. Pick a card. You start every combat encounter with this card in your hand. These are some powerful options. Let's buy a card removal. That seems good. Blocks have become more valuable with the pickup of the extra block. The small strikes are not that great. The attack... We have some better ways to use our mana now, our energy. I think small strikes are still more useful because they charge our ultimate quite a bit. So I'm gonna go for an attack removal here. I don't think I'll buy a new card here right now. Let's move over here instead. And actually upgrade the healing mixtures. 35 HP now, but the next upgrade is very expensive. Buy one because we're out of them. Out of healing mixtures. Let's see if we can spend some of our money on the smith.
Don't even think about bringing other blacksmiths here with you. This village is mine. We are dead serious when it comes to competition.
Okay. I wasn't planning on it right now. I don't have much runestone dust. I could try... No. You know what? I'm gonna buy... Not the cracker car. That's very unlikely to upgrade. But I'm gonna buy these. This will also help me get some runestone dust potentially. Reduce the armor for all enemies by 17, increase max HP by 50. And I guess I will buy one card. Desperate Measures. Discard your hand. For each discarded card, heal for 5 HP and gain 1 armor until the end of combat. That seems really good. Deal 1 hit for 75 damage to all enemies. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage, gain 1 block. Yep, I'll take the pure luck. That is very nice. An attack that also gives us block. Oh, the next card is gonna be more expensive. I'm not gonna pay 300 for that. My main problem is right now that we only have 1 weird candle. And that is quite a problem because we're about to head out into the weird again. We can't do much exploring like this. That seems to be a milestone, so I should probably head in that direction. That seems important. That looks like the boss. So we're gonna go right to this milestone. Hopefully that opens up some explorable area for us. It seems to open up quite a few things.
As the flick.
That's a treasure guardian. That looks very frightening. Bard? Mysterious witch. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Bard first. This is only 2 enemies, and we are always much better off against lower enemy counts. Juggernaut. If all its hits miss the enemy, it will deal 2 times more hits in the next turn. Otherwise, it will deal 2 less hits next turn. Its damage will increase with every % of health of lost health. That sounds super dangerous. Reaver, this enemy will deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. Luckily we have a decent amount of stuns in our deck, so that might be okay to keep alive. We should go for the Juggernaut, but the damage will increase. Oh dear, maybe we should go for the Reaver and try to like combo one-shot the Juggernaut. Something like that. Well, for now we don't have too many options. Now he's attacking 2 times. Stunning Shout is great. We gotta play that. Storm of Blades at 1 cost. That's worth playing. Do we want to reposition? I don't think so. Our remaining deck is quite defensive. That might be good for the next turn. Let's try focusing on you. Maybe we can finish you off with a burst of damage pretty soon. Although this 4 times attack thing is super scary. We have 2 block. Well, we definitely use the target block. You're hitting harder, so better use it on you. You know what? I think we'll be able to finish you off. Nice. Oh, that Juggernaut is super scary. But I think we're doing okay here. Skullcracker is a bit too much damage. I want to kill with my Wyrdhunter. Well, we don't need to heal. And we get it anyways. We didn't use Lust that fight. Maybe I should have. Stunning Shout again. Gain 10 armor for the next 3 turns. Chain. Ooh. Yeah, Stunning Shout is really good. Opening Strike. First attack card played in each combat costs 0 energy. Start every combat with 2 additional energy. Duplicate every 7th attack type card played. I'm gonna go for the physical training. If we had like extra draw or something, I would go for the...
You hear music, joyful melodies at that. They sound weirdly inappropriate, drifting through the inscrutable darkness. Then, the source of the sound appears.
Oh, a traveller. Come on, sing with me.
There are many instruments around, all made from materials at hand. Most have been crafted from sticks and bushes, but you can also see some monstrous body parts here and there.
Singing is the only thing that will get us through these strange times, don't you agree? Sing with me.
I'd rather put my trust in my weapon than a song. Sure, whatever. Yeah, let's sing.
Not all that bright, are you? My music once filled the halls of... Wait, what was the name of that king? You know, the tall one. Arthur? Yes, grumpy one, didn't like jokes, but he paid well.
He starts to dance again, clapping on his belly like a drum.
Speaking of paying, Master Stranger, do you have any coins to spare? If you do, I might teach you a song or two.
Mm-hmm. Learn a new song. Pick a neutral card. Requires 100. Learn a Song of Forgetting. Remove 1 card from your deck. I like the Song of Forgetting idea. We might start to cut some blocks out now that we also have the Deep Breath, the Pure Luck and the Stunning Shout. I think it's time to cut a block. That was nice. Removing cards is always good. 3 enemies this time around. Blood Drunk. This enemy's hits will heal it and increase its damage. 4 times 10 to 14. Oh. Oh no. At least the Light Seeker isn't too scary. Well, let's focus on you. You're the hardest one to block. Should have played the Piercing Strike first for sure. Well, we gained a good chunk of armor. $75 armor. Yeah, they didn't even break my barrier. Nice. That's a powerful tool. That barrier and offensive combo. They all have negative armor. So let's stun them all. Broad Reach, Refreshing Breeze, Blood Frenzy. And then I guess we finish you off. Didn't quite work out. I'm gonna invest in the lust. And heal back up. Quick attack, deal 1 hit for 100% and draw a card. Double edge, retaliate with 1 hit dealing 200% of damage received from the next hit. I'll take another reposition, this card is just so good. Cracked Stan, nice, more runestones. Hi witch.
The woman inspects you carefully, her old, tired eyes contradicting her youthful face.
Do you know me? Have you shaped me out of the weirdness, or have I just created you?
She carries all the equipment you'd expect of a traveling witch, but she speaks in a soft, courtly manner. She also seems to know more about weirdness than you do, and traverses it without a weird candle.
Ask her to join the village.
She listens to your invitation with patient condescension.
You say you have a Menhir? silly. You can own an item or a piece of rock, but not a being of Weirdstone. I have a better idea. I'll invite you to my village, but first, I'll need proof that you're real.
What do you mean?
I know there is a man out there, wandering with a fading candle. He's desperate for light, yet he doesn't know that there is no light that could guide him back home. First, find him, and help him realize this simple truth. And then, when he's broken, guide him to his real destination.
She starts rummaging for something in her possessions.
Oh, and take this. It might come in handy. Maybe. Someday.
Okay. Real... We've met this guy before. Real destination? That sounds grim in that context.
I
Who
was
are you?
traveling from the colony to Mangrove Huddle when the storm of weirdness overtook me. I wandered among ghosts and echoes until my feet were sore, until I found you.
Colony? Mangrove Huddle? You've never heard of such places.
I'm growing more and more certain you're not real. Can you pinch yourself? Do you feel pain? What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you that nothing is free here.
I need weird candles. For 10 health I can get an additional weird candles. I can remove up to 5 cards for 75 health. Or I can get a random stat boost for 10 health. You know, I kinda need weird candles. And I'm willing to pay some health for it. I would have liked the stat boost, but... Good thing you're in the range of the milestone. Wait, are these juggernauts? 3 of them. That's... No, these are werewolves. Each attack performed by this enemy will charge its special attack. 50 base armor, you are immune to stun. We can stun the small ones at least. With pure luck as well. To block a hit. Let's use Lust. I might be best off killing the big one first. Even though it's twice the HP. But I can stun them. So that makes a big difference for me. He also has 50% armor. That's something I didn't think about. Stun this one, then deep breath. Start working on your armor. This is great. I might want to try and use my armor as a defense here. Should probably piercing strike you, reduce your damage and armor. Vulnerable. Get a big hit in. $60 armor. Right now I'm not taking too much damage, but if I lose 25 armor for 2 blocks, I will actually take more, I think. Stunning Shout is great. 3 times 27 to 30. Well, these are not even attacking. I should still play it. We are gonna try to block your hits. This is a defensive turn. I don't mind losing a bit of damage if I can potentially block more hits that way. And we block everything. Keep your armor low. Vulnerable again and with low armor. Yeah, that is worth it. Stunning shout for the small ones. And there we just kill the big one. Vulnerable, so yeah, this is gonna be enough. Oh! And that kills the small one. Nice. Small ones. That was quite effective. That went much better than I expected.
You filled your pockets up to the brim with...
No weird stones here. Armor slot for rune stones or damage. I don't think we need a combat slot for items. Armor slot for rune stones or 2 damage. I think that should be better. We have pretty decent rune stones after all. Max HP by 50 or heal for 8 after every combat. Gain armor. That might be good. I'm gonna go with the healing. So we can more easily utilize our lust and similar stuff. Let's make a short detour over here. Roaming warband. A Juggernaut. We have a Tormentor Grab and a Bone Idol. When killed, this enemy will steal one of your cards. However, it will just disappear if there are no allies on the battlefield. Huh. Interesting. Gain 10% damage this turn. If not played next turn, lose 50 armor. That's a bit too much armor to lose. I'm gonna play it. The damage this turn isn't all that important. Nice, it got a few good hits in on the Juggernaut. Our barrier will protect us this turn. I want to get the grab below the limit, but we can't. Marilis is a good block, and then we reposition. I could stun the grab to keep the block for the next turn, but I'd rather deal some damage. Next turn, now we will trigger the vulnerable with the extra hit. Actually, this is gonna be lethal on you, right? We block the grab hit. I don't think I want to kill the Bone Idol. At least it's healing every turn. The double plate. Ah, right, you can see the physical training over here. Nice. Got them ready to take them out with the Wyrdhunter next turn. Oh, they heal everyone. Okay. Gain 10% damage this turn. If not played, lose 50 armor. I think now I would be fine losing 50 armor, but you know, it's not terrible to play it. Let's split you. We have 2 block, that's gonna be good enough. Start working on one of these grubs. We do keep our block, so should probably step up on some more of it. 21, 2, yeah, 21 is enough. Heal up. We have 1 block. Gain 1 more. Don't want to use the random attacks because we might kill the bone idol with it. So I won't. Our end of turn attack will eventually kill the bone idol, so we kinda have to go a bit faster here. If we want to avoid killing them, that is. Well, that takes out that one. How much damage are we dealing with this? Enough to get the kill? Bone Idol doesn't heal itself, apparently. Maybe we can finish the fight here. That should give us 1 kill. And another one. Okay, we managed to leave that Bone Idol alive until the end. I think that's good. Oh, we're gaining Weirdstone for victories now. Last resort, gain 5 blocks, next turn lose 1 energy. That is much better with the extra, with the keep your blocks. Double block, gain 1 block this turn and 1 block next turn. Crippling attack is also good, but I think we go for the double block with the keeping of blocks. Start every combat with 6 ultimate charges. Beginner's luck might become relevant with the barrier and the armor. Yeah, I'm gonna go with beginner's luck actually. All of these are good though. Marketplace.
You see a ruined market cart by the side of the road. A man is desperately trying to arrange his wares on whichever surface of the cart is flat enough to hold them. As you approach him, he immediately announces,
My lord, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you this week.
"Who does he take you for?"
You got 100 wealth. Return the money, keep the money. Let's
The
return
man
it to
looks
him.
confused, but who would argue with such a turn of events? He pockets the coins quickly.
Oh, I must have mistaken you for somebody else, kind sir.
He looks at you intently for a while.
But since you refused to take such a hefty sum, perhaps you'd be interested in helping me out. You see, I think I might have an idea on how to double, triple, or even quadruple my earnings. All I'd need is a tiny investment.
How
I
much?
think I'd need around 5,000 coins to expand.
Before you have
That's a
chance
lot.
to react, he waves his hand and continues.
No, don't worry. Doesn't have to be paid all at once. It can be an ongoing investment, but it's going to be worth it. I promise.
Okay.
How much would you like to invest?
Yeah, sure. Let's invest in the future. 500. Oh, you also have a shop. Blood candle. Sacrifice 10% of your max HP, light a weird candle. That is expensive, but we can't buy it anyways. I would have been interested in that, but yeah, that won't work. Well, we have 2 more weird candles, we better make them count. Another roaming warband. Cyclops. Every turn this enemy will increase its damage. Stuns will reset this bonus. Good thing we have a bunch of stuns, but we need to reduce your armor. Tormented Shaman. This enemy, that's a strong or totem spawner. Ranged Red Priest and Bounty Hunter. I think I'm just gonna go Lust Refreshing Breeze. What is this? Reduce damage of all enemies by 50% this turn? That is not necessary. Reduce the cost of one random card by 1. That would be nice. But yeah, let's go with Lust Refreshing. Wait, that's not the reroll your stuff. It's not the reposition. I was thinking about reposition. Then the Lust was kind of a waste there. Whoops. Totem of the Serpent reduces the armor of all enemies at the start of each turn. Ugh, 2 disturbances. Block, prep. And it's time to deal some damage. I do want to reduce your armor. You are dealing a lot of damage. Otherwise. Also, we are faced with a bunch of attacks here. Our best defense might just be to stack armor with our offensive. This totem has a lot of health. Maybe we should focus down this shaman. That's not a ton of armor, to be honest. But we will get an additional hit against everyone in. So we are gonna have a decent amount. That's just 50 armor from that rune there. That worked out quite well. Shaman still has some armor, so we can stun them. Definitely want to stun all the others though. Twice. 3 times. Oh, we double casted it. Well, that means we only have to deal with the shaman now. And then we're good. He's attacking 4 times though. What's left in the draw? Overhead swing. I guess pure luck is the best I can do here. That doesn't even... That's not even enough to get a kill. I guess we keep the ability and get the kill next turn then. But again, we are gonna gain some armor, so we are not taking that much damage. Oh, the stun wears off. It just reduces their armor if you stack stun. I get it. He's vulnerable now, so that should be a kill. Yes. Okay. That removes the totem. Pure luck is a block. We probably want to do this. Maybe I should have gone for the Red Priest. Just because they're low on health. Storm of Blades is a decent chunk of armor. Which is currently how we defend. And he took out the Red Priest, so... Ah, their physical training is ready. Don't want to double play Blood Frenzy, that would be quite expensive. Let's just do this. Finish you off. Add another stun here. Another stun will cause a loss of 25 armor. Yeah, but it will not prolong the stun, huh? 15? We can do 15. According to my email notification, Zowlink just started streaming. What? Oh, it's because it's past midnight, maybe? So it sent a notification again. Gain a block for each enemy alive. That is tempting. Blade Fury. Starting to look better. With things like First Slash in the deck. Maybe skip is the answer here though. I don't think we need the Blade Flurry. I don't think we need the counter either. And I'm not that big of a fan of random attack. Cracked Ether. And that's another Ether completed. Actually my first one, I think. Erotic Seamstress.
The first thing you notice is a long veil made of rags, leaves and scraps of fur, held together with a snow-white thread. Then you notice a woman with a gaunt face and greying hair. She's busy sewing more scraps of random material to the end of the veil. Her fingers flash so fast you can barely see them. When she stops sewing and raises her eyes to meet your gaze, a chilling truth is revealed. The Wyrdness transformed the tips of her fingers into long, sharp needles.
Do you need any sewing? I can take care of garments, body or soul. They're all the same anyway.
Huh. Ask her to sew your body, heal a bit of HP. We don't need that. Let's ask her who she is.
Nothing to say really. I'm Neith, a seamstress. In my past life I used to make gowns, cloaks and garments, mostly for women in noble knights. Now I've been improved.
She looks briefly at her needle-like fingers.
And after that my clientele changed. Currently I'm making sheets for my protector. And let all mother be my witness. She's a demanding customer.
Your protector.
She smiles mysteriously.
Well, you probably wouldn't like her very much, but she keeps me safe. She's very protective. But it seems she's about to go into labor soon. She forgot to bring me food and kept pushing me to sew more and more. I'm exhausted, to be honest.
Huh.
You can see she's surprised by your offer.
Oh, you'll have to wait a moment. I have a commission to finish first.
You stand and watch as she finishes the long veil. The last piece she adds is the fur of a feral cat, still dripping with blood. The seamstress then folds the veil into a neat square and places it on the rock.
Here, I think she'll like it.
She shudders.
I really hope she does. Now, let's go and see this village of yours.
Oh, nice, nice. We got a seamstress to our village. A bit of a weird one, but who isn't in these days? I think we're gonna do this one fight, then maybe that one over there, and then go to the boss. Unless I find some more weird candles. Weird Bear. This enemy cycles between offensive and defensive phases. It will increase its damage every time it returns to the offensive phase. Well, if your damage starts out at 100, then I don't want to see what it is increased. Luckily you all have 0 armor and are stunnable, so that makes things a lot more manageable. What is this doing? Reduce armor of all enemies by 25. Yes, that will add to my damage quite a bit, in fact. Oh, you're stun immune. That means I will probably go for you first. Because you also seem to explode after some hits. I don't think I need to reposition here. Another stunning shout, very nice. These bears are out for blood. Luckily I do have some ways to protect myself against those huge hits. Actually, no, you're not vulnerable, so we can't deal 112 with our ult. Oh, We upgraded the Lust, Deadly Lust. Gain 50% lifesteal this turn. Yes, it is indeed just heal for that percentage of damage dealt. Draw 3, draw 1, reduce the energy cost to 0, block the next hit of a chosen enemy. I'll take a small blessing. That should usually pay for itself, and sometimes it will pay for much more than that. Start every combat with 2 additional energy. I like it. Or is the opening strike better? No, many of our attacks cost 1. The additional energy should be better. I think I want to switch around my runestones. We don't need the healing one anymore, I don't think. Just increasing armor. Maybe we increase max HP, now that we have a good source of healing. Armor.
The Wyrdness is coming. Brace yourselves before you turn into one of them.
You hear a shout before you see the shouter. Soon enough, you see something that must have been a human being once, but isn't anymore. Or maybe it never was. It's a market stall.
Good day, traveler. I'm a market stall, specializing in weapons and armors.
Oh, it's a stall speaking.
You blink a couple of times, but the voice is clearly coming from this piece of furniture.
Please do not stare. It's rude. If you want something, I have an offer. Make your contribution and choose whatever you please.
It
And
is indeed,
don't
yeah.
cheat. I know when people cheat.
I mean, it's the Wyrdness, so you would expect some weird things, right? Sharpening Stone. This turn every attack has 20% chance to deal 200% damage. Target gains 100% damage and loses 50 armor this turn. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage. Reduce target's armor by 100 for 2 turns. I don't know. Sharpening Stone could be good, but it's so random. Maybe Berserker Potion. Use it in a turn. It's also quite expensive though. Maybe Acid Flask. You know, I'll buy the 2 Acid Flasks. We can probably get some use out of these. Yeah. Okay, we have no more weird candles. I think the maximum we can do is go to this fight and then head to the boss. Cyclops and Wyrdbear. The Wyrdbear seems like it's clearly the more dangerous enemy. But the Cyclops has armor and I have Stunning Shout. Maybe I should start working on your armor then. Stun one of them. Lock the other. Stun an enemy. Gain 10 barrier. I like gaining barrier. We don't need to block 9. We have barrier. I think I'll reposition instead. So much for your armor. And deep breath for the additional draw and energy next turn. Go for a pure luck. Storm of Blades. You know what? I will Refreshing Breeze reposition. Deadly Lust is still in the deck. Together with Advanced Attack, that's not bad. Set up with the Amaryllis. You're vulnerable twice, that's good. That means you will still be vulnerable this turn. Oh yes, heal to full. Do it again. That is such a powerful card. The Deadly Lust. Meditation, Advanced Attack and Whirlwind. I don't think we need another advanced attack. Meditation could be good sometimes. Maybe I should start rerolling. But I really feel pretty happy with how the deck currently is. We skip.
Rage and despair battle in his bloodshot eyes as he fixes his gaze upon you. As you get closer, he shrieks.
You cannot have them. Hear me, stranger. I won't give them to you.
Immediately, your eyes are drawn to a pouch full of valuables lying behind him.
Notice a man hiding behind the bushes by the road. He's dressed like a nobleman's squire, but his armor is crushed and dented in many places.
He shouts something at you while sidling backwards. He's clearly trying not to let you slip out of his sight.
Leave me alone.
Should we steal his valuables? Feels like a missed opportunity not to do so, but who knows? Maybe. Well, I guess that was the only thing I could have done here. Time for the boss. Oh, Skeeth! Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. For the 9th month in a row. Wow. It's been quite a while. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Mistbearer. This encounter is divided into 4 distinct phases. Pay attention to the enemy's statuses and intent. Burning Soul. Loses 2% HP per turn. Has plus 100% damage in this phase. Every hit reduces the target's damage by 20% this turn. This effect lasts until the Mistbearer reaches 70% HP. He's not stun immune though, so I definitely want to stun them. Invulnerability. Can't be damaged while stunned. Well. Let's set up for the next turn then. Negated. We didn't even gain anything. Physical training is active, so the next attack type card we play is duplicated. Okay, so if we want to stun him, we better do so after we dealt our damage. 3 times 26 to 32. Yikes. Well, let's reduce that by a bit. Oh yeah, every hit we deal to you will reduce your damage. So that is actually... It doesn't reduce this effect though. Huh. Pure luck seems good here. I think I want the third block. Deadly Lust, I think we save that to heal up later. 2 times 40 to 49. We will need to get you to 1400 HP. We do have a stun. Just reduce your armor. It doesn't seem to be losing 20% damage per turn. Stun you. set up the Deli Reach. Oh, actually it gets wasted with the final hit there. This guy's doing so much damage. Or trying to do so much damage every turn. We do have the stunning strike. Actually, we don't have the energy for it. For some reason I thought we had one more energy. We have 2 block from last turn. And we have the barrier. So it won't be that bad, right? Skullcracker, I think we want to leave that one in the deck. Two times 40 to 49. Reduce armor of all enemies this turn, draw 1 more and decrease its cost. Well, we can push the face with the Skullcracker. We already have 1 block, we can get another one with a double block. Go for it. Impenetrable Fog. Gains +5 armor every turn, spawns 1 cultist every 2 turns. This effect lasts until the Mistbearer reaches 30% HP. 4 distinct phases? And this is the second? The last 2 seem to be rather short then. Definitely play the double block. I should have played the small strikes first. Well, he's vulnerable, he has minus 150 armor. We're not gonna get off a bigger hit than this. Well, this phase will be rather short. That means at least his armor won't grow too crazy. Blind Rampage. Can't be healed, spawns 2 cultists every turn, only powerful attacks. Oh dear. They are very vulnerable though. 3 times 8 to 10. That's not even that bad. We have 3 energy, so let's go with an overhead and then stunning shout. They still have the stun invulnerability. $90 to 110. Can we get the kill though? I think we can. Oh, this isn't even close. This is a very easy kill right here. That wasn't too bad. The 3rd Guardian down. Blood. You earn blood by killing enemies. Currency used to buy permanent upgrades at the Seamstress. Wow. Lots of weird stone this time around. And a new weird candle. Nice. In the other run I found a candle maker that you can buy weird candles off. I would have liked to find that one. Preparation, Stronghold, Raging Blade. Raging Blade might be okay sometimes. Skip. Aggression. Whenever you hit an enemy, gain 3 ultimate charges instead of 1. What? Ultimate ability targets all enemies? Increase the damage of the ultimate ability by 250%. Wow, these level 20 effects are insane. They are really powerful. Aggression seems to be the best one. 3 times as fast charging. Well, it doesn't affect our passive charges, but still. Actually, if we have passive charging, we are better off with wind up, right? But that just might be overkill a lot of the time. Well, I guess we can use it earlier then. Let's go with wind up.
As the monster disappears, you expect the goat to appear. And indeed, you're not at all surprised when you hear the familiar voice.
Splendid! But don't rest on your laurels just yet. What you see right now is only the first dimension, the first level of this corrupted reality.
Oh?
You can't see the creature's face, but you can imagine its smirk.
anyway?
I think we go for the passive again. Negate every hit suffered in the first turn of combat. Wow. The start of every turn, draw an additional card. Its cost is reduced by 1 this turn. Wow! If you play 2 or less cards in a turn, next turn draw 2 additional cards with their cost reduced to 0. Additional equipment. That is so good. Extra draw and extra energy, basically. Okay, back to the village. I won't go for another adventure. I just want to have a look at the seamstress and
She looks at the
some other things in the
expanding
village.
with a critical eye.
You did a good job gathering all those pieces together. But we need to do more before they become a real village. We need to join them, but I've yet to find the right thread.
I hope you don't mean that literally. Permanently upgrade your stats. Increase your max HP by 10 for blood. Start each run with 5 armor. Increase your damage by 1. Increase your Wyrdstone gain by 10%. Wealth gain by 10%. And XP gain by 5%. We don't have nearly enough blood for any of these. Remove curses. Unlock. Buy for 100 blood. I don't think we have seen any curses so far. Get a random passive skill. These are actually quite cheap. Not to unlock though. Enter character creator. Oh, we can change our looks there. Okay.
Well, the last time I saw
Who's
her,
the
she was
protector you
really
told me about?
big, clearly ready to give birth. She's probably hunting for food now. It's not easy to feed that many children. Don't worry, she's not dangerous. She's just a poor woman with a special relationship with the Wyrdness. And she's a mother after all. She won't turn to violence unless her children are threatened. And I just finished this cloth. It would be really comforting for her to have it. Can I count on you to get it to her?
Well, I guess if I can find her. Doesn't seem to be too easy to find people out here in the Wyrdness. Do we have anything for you? Not right now, but we are getting somewhere. These upgrades are rather expensive. As is getting a new card. We didn't really get much runestone dust, so we can't do anything here. +1 in stock. Buy one, I guess. We don't need to rest, we are well healed. Maybe I shouldn't have spent my resources for healing potions when I have this deadly lust thing. Oh, there is a quest target. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. It's already gotten pretty late. I really like this game. It feels very novel in a way, even though it follows a lot of the traditional deck building roguelike elements, but in an entirely new style. And yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, the environment definitely has something of Dark Souls, doesn't it? And that's kind of awesome.